Hello everyone, welcome to the KonnectzIT platform. So the Connect that we are going to work on today will involve various applications like Zoho Form, Lemlist and Slack. Zoho Form is basically an online form builder. You can build your own forms using the various attributes that we have over here and also by clicking here on new forms. Next, Lemlist is basically an follow-up management tool which helps you to maintain your leads using various campaigns and channels over here. And finally, Slack is basically a messaging tool that we have over here. As you can see, the channels, we can create the channels and get the entire information clubbed up into one single channel. So we are going to integrate all these applications into just one Connect today. For that, we will just get started with the authorization of applications first. Since Zoho Form is a webhook application, we needn't have to authorize Zoho Forms. We just have to place the URL at the desired spot that I'll be showing you in a while. We will get started with the limb list here. So now I have to add an account over here. It is basically going to ask me an API key, as you can see here, which I'm going to get it by going to the settings and then to the integration tab here. And this is where I'm going to get the API. I have to copy this particular API and paste it right here for it to finish the authorization of limb list. Now, since I've continued it, the authorization of limb list will be finished now. As you can see, it has been successfully done. Next, the authorization that we are going to see here is for Slack. For Slack, we need OAuth-based configuration app. So we just have to give a few permissions for it to access the data. Once we give the permissions, the authorization of Slack will also be finished. So here we just have to click on allow. So now the authorization of Slack is also done. Now we are all ready to click on create connect here, which will direct us to the workflow section where we have to work on the connect. So now I'm just going to name the connect as Zoho to Lemlist and finally to the Slack. So we are going to transfer the information from one application to another and integrating all of them without any hassle. So the first thing that we are going to pick up here is Zoho Form. So here we have to select as the new form submission. We have to copy this particular URL and follow the instructions which have been given with it and place it accordingly. I have created one form here already. So we are going to use the particular form. You can pick the form and various attributes from here. Yes, you can pick them from here and place it over here. So for the webhook, we have to go to the integration section and then to the webhook here. And this is where we have to place the URL. Here we are going to just save it, and parallelly I have to capture the webhook response here. Also here we are going to test the webhook. So yes, I have successfully executed the webhook here. Now we'll just wait for Zoho Form to capture the response. It has captured the response. So the next application that I'm going to pick up here is Lemlist, where we are going to add this particular information into Lemlist here. So I'm going to choose the appropriate account. And the trigger here, we have a lot of triggers here. So I'm going to use as add the buddy to the campaign here. I have created a campaign already. So the leads are going to be added over here. So now I have to choose the campaign ID. This is the name of the campaign that I had created. Now we are going to just map the fields here, the first name, and finally the last name over here. Now I'm just going to test and review the limb list. The data has been successfully sent here to Lemlist, so the same is going to be added over here as a new lead. And finally, we are going to place Slack. Before that, I'll have to place a text formatter here to merge all the information from Lemlist so that I can send it as one single message onto the Slack channel. So for that, I will just take up the email ID, the first name, the last name, and finally the phone number of the person. So now we are just going to send the particular information. So is a new user who has joined the campaign with the following details. So here we are going to add it at the rate first name, the last name, the email ID, and finally here the phone number. Now we are just going to validate the text formatter. So yes, the data has been validated here. Next I'm going to place is the action, which is Slack in our case. So we are just going to place Slack here. So for Slack, I have to choose the appropriate account. And the action which I'm going to send here is send the channel message. So I'm going to give this as description, and the channel name. I have to go back to Slack, and this particular thing is the channel name. So I'm going to add the same over here in KonnectzIT. It's going to be automation. Now I'm just going to test and review this. Yes, as you can see, the data has been sent to Slack as well. Now we are going to publish the Connect successfully. So yes, so we have published our Connect here. Now, according to the particular Connect, so yes, the lead has been added over here into the campaign that I wanted in the Lemlist to be. And we're just going to check the Slack message. Yes, the Slack message has also come here. We are going to test the particular Connect again by filling the form here. So for that, we'll just go to Zoho Form and access the form here. I'm going to fill the user's information here, the phone number and the website. So possibly if that is KonnectzIT itself. Now I'm just going to click on submit. So I have submitted the form successfully here. Now we just have to wait for it to capture as a buddy to the campaign here in Lemlist and send a Slack message to the Slack channel, which is automation. So we will just check it now. So there's always a delay of few seconds that we have to wait for it to capture the result. Yes, as you can see, the lead has come over here as the person's name, which has just entered using the Zoho form. And this is the Slack message. Yes, it has also come as the same person's detail that I had just mentioned over there. So that's how we can actually integrate the applications in all into one single connect to get the information. Thank you, everyone.